Hello, and in this video I'm going to look at the part 1 topic of morning routine, and there will also be some language that you could use for other questions as well. So let's take a look. What is your morning routine? Or they might phrase it, what do you do in the mornings? Well, it depends on the day of the week. On weekdays my alarm goes off at 6:45 and I immediately hit the snooze button. 10 minutes later, it goes off again and I get out of bed. After taking a shower, I get dressed, make a coffee, and if there's time, I have a light breakfast. On weekends, I have a lie-in and get up around 9 and have a leisurely breakfast. So, we've got two different routines here. We've got the weekday routine and the weekend routine, and what I do on weekdays and what many other people do is hit the snooze button. This is an option on your alarm clock or phone where you can set it for 10 extra minutes, and when you press it the alarm goes off and then 10 minutes later the alarm comes on again. So that's to hit the snooze button. To snooze means to sleep lightly. So then in my weekday routine, I have a light breakfast. This is a useful qualification. We talk about light lunches, light breakfast, light supper. We don't use the opposite. We don't say to have a heavy breakfast or to have a heavy lunch. We only use it with light. So it's like a small breakfast. On weekends, I have a lie-in. To have a lie-in means to stay in bed for longer. And I get up and have a leisurely breakfast. Now, this is not talking about the size of the breakfast. This is talking about it being more relaxed and slower. If you do something leisurely, you do it more slowly and it's more pleasurable. So, a light breakfast, a leisurely breakfast. They may ask you, is breakfast important? Oh gosh, yes. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. There is a saying, eat breakfast like a king, lunch like a prince, and dinner like a pauper. Mind you, having said that, I often skip breakfast because I'm in a rush and then I start snacking on unhealthy foods full of carbs, which is really bad for me. So when you want to strongly say yes, oh gosh, yes, is a good way to start it. There is a saying is a popular expression, and here we have it. You probably have something similar in your country. Eat breakfast like a king, meaning eat a lot. Lunch like a prince, eat a moderate amount, a medium-sized meal. And dinner like a pauper. A pauper means a poor person, so it means eat a very small dinner. Mind you, having said that, this is a complex way of saying but. Mind you, I talk about in another video, so you can look at that video if you haven't yet. Having said that, very useful when you've said something but then you're going to say something different to contradict what you've said. I often skip breakfast. To skip, this is an informal word meaning to miss. You can skip school. So to skip breakfast means to not have breakfast because I'm in a rush. I'm in a hurry, meaning I don't have time. So then I start snacking on. To snack on means to eat something as a snack. So things like these, Doritos, crisps, chocolates, biscuits. But making it more complex, I'm saying unhealthy foods full of carbs. Carbs is a short way of saying carbohydrates, and we use it a lot in spoken English. So carbs, full of carbs, which is really bad for me. And the last question I'm going to look at in this video, do you like to get up early in the mornings? No, absolutely not. I'm not a morning person because I'm a night owl and I tend to burn the midnight oil and stay up too late, so I struggle to get up early. So, absolutely not. Remember not to just say yes or no. Make it more full of emotion, stronger, more powerful. We don't just say yes or no all the time. We say absolutely, absolutely not. Oh gosh, no. So use these kinds of expressions to start your answer. And then we've got different expressions here to talk about people who are good in the morning and people who are good at night. So for example, a morning person is a person who's good in the morning, likes getting up early, and works well in the mornings. A night person is a person who works better at night. And then the same, an early bird, a night owl. So an early bird, because birds get up early in the morning. If you're a morning person, you can call yourself an early bird. But if you prefer nighttime and you work better at night, or you become more awake at night, you are a night owl, because owls are nocturnal animals. This means they come out at night. So this is why we describe a person as being a night owl when they function better in the evenings. Then you can have an early riser, a late riser. An early riser is a person who gets up early. A late riser is a person who gets up late. And then I put a couple of more complex phrases in here. A proverb, which I haven't used, but you might want to use it. The early bird catches the worm. So this means that if you get up early, you're more likely to achieve something. And then the other expression, to burn the midnight oil, which I've used in this answer. I tend to burn the midnight oil. This expression comes from many, many years ago. Before electricity, we used oil lamps, which ran on oil. And so you're burning oil. And so to burn the midnight oil means staying up late and working. And then I struggle to get up early. Struggle, very useful word for writing and speaking, for something you find difficult to do. So a lot of language in these three answers, but answers and vocabulary that you could use in other topics. So if you're talking about other things, or you're describing a trip you went on. I'm not a morning person, so it was a struggle to get up early and catch the train at 6 a.m. So very useful complex language that I recommend you learn and try to use in other topics. Thanks for watching.